Well, welcome everyone to today's webinar on fighting fundraising fatigue and simplifying your nonprofit fundraising efforts. Now, jumping to a bit about what we'll be covering today, we'll be going through some quick tips for online fundraising success, some unique strategies you can use to reach and engage your community, different ideas to host successful webinars, things like winter galas and charity dinners, some proven tools for increasing donations with fundraising mixers, and much more. Now, for those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Mike. I'm on the marketing team here at Banco, and I'm also joined today by our Banco events specialist, Todd. Now, when it comes to fundraisers, we understand there's many challenges, and often nonprofit organizers continually face challenges of fundraising fatigue. So when it comes to these challenges, if you've been experiencing any of these, you find yourself struggling to sustain donor interest and overall support for your nonprofit, or maybe you find that you're running out of creative ideas to engage your community. Or again, maybe you have that continual feeling of overwhelm when it comes to planning and managing events. Or again, maybe you're unsure of how to simplify your various complex fundraising initiatives. Again, maybe you're feeling stretched thin overall with your fundraisers. So maybe you feel like your donors are less responsive to more traditional fundraising activities. Or again, maybe it's difficult for you to attract new supporters throughout your community. Or maybe when it's seasonal events, things like winter events and coordinating logistics can be overwhelming as well. Or again, maybe you're just trying to seek fresh, effective ways to boost donations for your organization. And so again, if you have been experiencing any of these or facing these different challenges, you aren't alone. We found these are very common in the nonprofit space. And so today's webinar, we'll be diving in some ways to avoid those challenges and to help you get some better results with your fundraising efforts and events management. And so we wanted to go into some different ways that you could really refresh your fundraising and revitalize your efforts. And so we'll dive into some quick setup tips for launching online fundraisers, some different streamlined methods of fundraising, such as 50-50 raffles and charity dinners. We'll also be going through some different best practices on how you can expand your community reach, as well as some different easy ways to organize impactful gala events. And so with that in mind, we wanted to cover 5 keys to fundraising success for your nonprofit. So the first step is that you want to set clear fundraising goals. You want to be sure to define your target outcomes and then plan strategically to achieve them. The second step is to engage with online giving options. This can give you a great way to tap into fast and secure online donations. You also want to mix up your event formats. This can really help you to boost the appeal of your events. Again, this can be things like social mixers and even themed dinners. You also want to develop a strategy to reach new donors. Again, it's very key to broaden your community outreach and to maximize your visibility. And finally, you want to make event management simple. So make sure that you have the right tools and systems in place that can help you save time and reduce stress with your fundraisers and events management. And so with that in mind, we also want to cover some ideas on how you can choose the right events management system that fits your needs. And so first off, you want to make sure that you choose the user-friendly platform, something that can help you simplify event creation and make management easy for your volunteers and staff. You want to make sure that your platform includes community outreach tools. When you have these in place, you can easily promote your events and engage and connect with your supporters in an effective way. You also want to include donor engagement features, and this can be things like email marketing, as well as tools that can help you to encourage repeat donations and ongoing lasting support. And finally, you want to make sure that your platform has many options for integrated solutions, and this can really help you streamline every single step of the process from planning to reporting and beyond. And so the great news is that with Vanco events, you can do all of these things and much more in one simple, easy to use platform. And so again, we'll help you create events, customize events, and sell tickets in a matter of minutes with our simple to use platform. And so when it comes to creating and customizing your event, we have an easy to use builder to help you do this. It walks you through every step. All you really need is some basic information like the event name, any images you need, times and dates and locations of your event, the different pricing details, and then you're ready to start selling tickets online. And you can really make your event stand out with custom images, embedded maps, custom backgrounds, logos, and more. You also don't have to worry about overselling with our flexible seating plans, and you can even customize your tickets to fit your organization's brands or to highlight different sponsors. We also give you tools that you can help promote your event. So you'll be able to add your event listing widget and ticket buttons right on your own website. You can offer discounts and promotion codes for tickets. You'll also be able to monitor revenue and ticket sales as they come in. You can print door lists or use our web app to track attendance during your events. And you'll also get access to links that you can share on social media, your website, and you can even print off QR codes for posters to share around the community to drive more attendance for your events. If you're into reporting and detailed integrations, we offer that as well. And so you'll be able to get key data on things like total revenue, ticket sales by type, account transactions, and more. You'll also be able to quickly scan tickets with our Vanco event scanning app, and this can help you consolidate in-person, online payments, and donations all in one place. And if you really want to get technical, you'll be able to access tracking codes for things in Google Analytics, so you can measure things like traffic and conversions, and even social media advertising data with things like tracking codes, purchase location, and more. We really want to help you skyrocket your event and fundraising success, and there's a variety of ways that we can do that, as I mentioned, with things like branded event pages and tickets, custom forms and widgets, interactive seating, real-time reporting, and much more. And so with that said, I'm going to actually hand it over to Todd, and he's going to jump into the platform itself and show you how easy it is to start hosting events and fundraisers for your nonprofit with Vanco Events.
Well, thanks for taking time today. I'm going to show you a little bit about Vanco Events and how easy it is to build your event in 5 easy steps. So I'm in the platform and we're going to create a gala. Annual fundraising gala. And now in the About section, this is where any information you put here is going to prevent further questions down the road. So I usually see stuff like this. Join us for the annual fundraising gala this year. Or maybe you say something like all proceeds go towards whatever fundraiser, for your nonprofit, towards your nonprofit. We don't require a name or a phone number, but we do require an email address, so I'll add mine there. Next, we briefly talked about the venue and how easy it is to create a venue. We have a bunch of pre-built ones, but we're going to create our own, and it's going to be at your favorite hotel, right? Nice ballroom. And here, if you have the address, you can also share that MapQuest experience here. And now in the allocation type, you could have tabled seating, and it's how many tables, how many seats per table. You could do reserved seating, and it's how many rows, how many seats per row, or general admission. In this case, we're going to do tabled seating, and we're going to have 20 tables of 8 each. So we can have 160 people at this event. You have the option to upload floor plans. So I'm going to grab one real quick. This is just a generic floor plan. Yeah, here we go. There we go. And now we're gonna ask, Vanco Events is gonna ask, when is your event? All right, let's choose sometimes. We'll go out into the future a little bit here. Maybe it will be a good April 5th. And this starts at 6 p.m. and it goes until 11. And then here is when can people start buying tickets or registering for the event? Well, we're gonna do as early as today. And then when do you wanna end it? Well, you can end it on the 5th or the day of your event, you know, when your event starts. You could choose to end the booking early, like a week early or something like that. Especially helpful if you have to have a head count or meal, or you know, let your caterer know how many meals they need to prep, or if there's any like programs or anything that you need to have. Great. So now Vanco is going to ask, how much is your event? All right. So just real quick here, you could do free and there's no ticketing. It just kind of gives you a head count. But because this is a fundraiser, I'm guessing we're going to be charging for the event. And we can say good for 2. And we'll make this a group ticket, good for 2, maybe not 3, 2. And here includes meal, drink, dessert, and of course, entertainment. Down here, we call them account codes. Most places call them GL or general ledger strings. But now here you can choose where your money's, when you're getting your money from Vanco, where it's going to. So a lot of times I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now you can call it the same thing, or you can call it 2025 gala. And then you're gonna choose your bank account. We're gonna skip that. I'm not gonna add a new account code. And this one will be $200. All right, and then we might as well do a single. Again, we're gonna put includes meal, drink, dessert, and entertainment. And this one's gonna be 100. Now you could also do a table for ours. We're gonna do a table of 8. And we wanna collect their information. So this is gonna be good for the entire table. And this one's gonna be 800. Next, and those are just some of the ticket types you can offer. We're gonna add pictures. I've got some clip art again. Gala, there's the one I'm looking for. And then you could also have a background. Maybe you have your logo, but I'm just gonna use a generic background. Next, Vanco is gonna ask, are you ready to create your event? Yes, yes we are. Great. Now you have a URL and a QR code, so you can feel free to publish those wherever you'd like. So before we get into what this looks like for your purchasers, let's go in and turn on some of our extra features here. So you can turn on donations. We're gonna enable the donation and we'll say, thank you for your, come on fingers, type today. Thank you for your donation. Donations will go towards whatever you wanted to. We'll put some question marks there. And again, you can have in a different account code or use the same one. There we go. But now we can ask some custom questions or some data collection points. We want to know their name. And maybe we need to know if they have any dietary restrictions. And you can make it mandatory or optional. you can also ask your own questions. So would you like to learn more about the nonprofit? And we're going to say yes or no. And we only want to ask once per checkout. We're going to make some sub questions. If the answer is no, we don't really need any additional. But maybe they say yes. What would you like to learn more about? Now you could have them just type it in as a short text box, but I like to give them some options. So we'll say fellowship. Maybe we say volunteer opportunities. Volunteer opportunities. There we go. And let's see, maybe we say something like get involved. Now we can also include other questions if you need to. But there we go, and we'll save that. So now that we've added some questions, now we can take a look and see what this looks like from the purchaser standpoint. We're going to click make a booking. There's our gala. And then here, if they have questions or they forgot their ticket, they'll type in their email and you won't even get that question. If they actually have a question, we require their name, email, and their phone number, and then whatever their question is. And because we require their name and email and phone number, it's up to you how you want to reply. And if they just forgot to click the book now, we also provide it there. So what does this look like for your purchasers? Let's click book now. And now they can choose their table. And if they choose the table, the entire table, well, there we go. It doesn't even let them add more. But let's say they have the two of them and maybe one other person. And we might as well add a donation. There we go. So now you see those questions we built. Do you want to learn more about our nonprofit? No, there's no additional questions. If they click yes, what would you like to learn more about? Fellowship or volunteer opportunities? And now here, we just made the first name required, not the last name, but there we go. And then there's any dietary restrictions. And then this one, it just saved it, but from previous, and we'll say none. Or they can choose whatever their dietary restrictions are. All right, so hopefully this is the checkout screen. Hopefully this looks familiar if you've ever checked out before online. Let me take some time here and I want to show you a fundraising raffle that's built in Vanco Events. So we built it there and here we go. And in this case, we have 5 tickets for 100 or a single ticket for 25. We're going to add 1 and 1. And again, we're asking about if they want to learn more. And here we are asking their ticket name. We'll add Betsy a couple times there. And there we go. So we now have those tickets, those raffle tickets, and the pricing. Again, it's the same checkout, but what's really nice within Vanco Events is you don't have to have actual tickets. You can run a report and we'll call it raffle ticket sales, ticket numbers. And we'll find our raffle. And now down here, all of these are columns in Excel. Well, we don't really need the name and of the event and the venue, but we do probably want the first and last name. We also want their ticket type. Maybe we want the ticket price. don't really. And because we're asking, we also need to know the names on the ticket. So then if you download that report, it's going to have all those people that bought tickets and their ticket number. So now you can just put it into a random number generator. All right, let me also show you a quick an event that doesn't have tickets. This just kind of lets you have a free event where you can have, just a social greeting meeting type thing. So we're going to do an ADC mixer, and it's free admission. And I also can make a donation if I wanted to. But now we don't even ask for the payment information because you're not collecting any money. We just need some booking details like their address and type thing. All right, Mike, that's what I've got for you. Back to you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Todd, for going through all that great information and showing everyone how simple it is to create events and fundraisers for nonprofits with Vanco Events. Now, with that said, Vanco Events and hosting events is just one aspect that we help nonprofits to generate more funds and grow their community. And so we have a full suite of giving tools and events management system that you can tap into to grow your nonprofit. So of course, like we talked about, we have events management with Vanco Events, but we also have options to increase giving and donations through mobile giving, the simple smartphone app that makes giving easy from anywhere. We also have the ability to help you build online giving pages. And so if you want to support specific causes or just have a general fund page, you can do that. And this allows people to give and donate right through your website. We also have text giving to make giving incredibly simple, where people can give and donate directly through text messaging. And so it's another great opportunity to help you raise funds for your nonprofits. And so if you'd like to learn more about Vanco Giving or our events management system, definitely schedule a demo with our team to learn more, and we can help you implement these to help you grow your nonprofit quickly. Now, on top of that, we help you create giving opportunities through using specific tools, but also we build lots of resources to help you increase donations and to maximize giving for your nonprofit. And so one way that we've done that is we built a full kit to help you increase donations and fundraising for your nonprofit. And so this includes things like fundraising email templates, event invite templates, phone call scripts, social media posts, sponsorship proposal templates, event planning tools, and much more. And so again, there's over 100 different resources in this fundraising kit for nonprofits. And so we put this together to help you get even more success, in addition to using our great tools to help you simplify events management and enhance your donations and fundraising efforts. And so for those of you on today live, you'll get a copy of the slides. And so both those links are clickable, and you can go directly to download that kit. It's totally free, so be sure to do that. And again, for those of you that may be watching this at a later date, there's that link directly on screen, and you can head there to download that as well. So again, be sure to take advantage of this free offer to download this fundraising kit for your nonprofit. But again, we definitely appreciate everyone's time. Thanks so much for tuning into today's webinar. Hopefully you got a ton of value and benefit out of that. And again, we definitely appreciate everyone for coming to today's webinar. We look forward to working with you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.